Hi Gemini, this is Kay. You're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to your reading. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. And let's begin. Let's find out what Archangel Michael wants you to know today, Gemini. Starting with the Lenormand to get us started. Archangel Michael, it's lovely to be here with you guys today, and thanks for coming by and watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's start. We've got Sun. Wow, that's a wonderful card. And it's 31, so it's a foundation of happiness, of structure, of security and safety, feeling safe and secure. Beautiful. It's the Ace of Diamonds, which is the Ace of Pentacles, right here, which is a great big blessing of prosperity. And I mean, when you think of this, look at it as a disc like the pentacle, right? Great big blessing, an unending blessing, right? Around and around, fulfilled blessing of abundance and prosperity. That's wonderful, gorgeous. So pleased for you guys, Gemini. So let's get a major arcana to talk about this. We have the Sun. I was just thinking, wouldn't that be really cool? Before I pulled the card, wouldn't that be really cool if I pulled the Sun card out? And here it is. Wow. That's amazing. I love that stuff. When things like that happen. This is happiness, triumph, festivity, optimism, success, and vitality. Oh my goodness, guys. So grand and so beautiful. Okay, let's get... Now, wouldn't that be something if I pulled the Sun card out from this? Three's a charm, right? Let's get some clarification for the Sun card, please. Archangel Michael, thank you. Nine of Pentacles, well, almost as good. Nine of Pentacles, looking good in your digs. In your own digs, independently. Moving through life, progressing through life. Quite self-sufficient, you know, doing well, happy, content, satisfied, satiated. You know, if you're not wealthy, you're well off. You're well off. Yes. Let's see if we get the Sun card from the rune. Sowilo, I think it is. Sowilo. No. Well, it is right here. This deck also has a rune on it. Sowulo. See that? Sowulo? Yeah. Let's see what happens. It's just fun. Fun to see what's going to happen. Okay. We got the E-Wise rune with the horse. 19, it's a new beginning. The E-Wise rune. So the E-Wise rune, I have this paper here. The book is probably better. I'm just going to look at this anyways. Why not? E-Wise. Where are you, E-Wise? No, that's I was. There's a fly on my paper too. Well, it's the M symbol. So E-Wise. It's horse, transportation, and partnership. Well, you know, the Sun is also about, you know, its progress, its movement forward, as is the Ace of Pentacles. It's relocation. See the Sun here? These people are in these who is it? It's the, not the word Norwegians, but the you know, Leif Erikson, the Vikings. That's it. The Vikings are in a ship here, more like a rowboat. It's not as big as their usual ships are. The ones I see on programs, TV programs of the Vikings, right? Did you see that Vikings show with Lothberg? Well, what's his name? Is Rodner. Yeah. Anyways, had like 5 or 6 seasons. Loved it. Loved every second of it. Okay, so somebody's very happy and moving forward. Oh, I wanted to read the book on that too, just to be certain that there's maybe a little bit more to read. It is active movement, traveling, following in love, quick problem solving, and productivity. Woohoo! Okay, it's all good. All right, let's get the tarot and see what's going on with your story. Lovely as it is. We have the Ace of Cups. Well, Ace of Cups, that's a brand new beginning offered by the the divine. You can take it or leave it. It's your free will. You can either have a new beginning or not. But I believe all this is about you you're on a new beginning in love. If you're not loving yourself, you're loving somebody else or loving something else. But I think this is all about you figuring out how to love yourself first. See that? That's you, very happy in nature. You're even quite natural in nature. You have your arm up, of course you have a glove on, but you've got the hawk on your arm. And, birds are always a symbol of wisdom and messages. Okay. The sun. Now, so you can see here in this cup, it's fertility, right? Because of the bunny. Fertility, that means there's an abundance, like the Ace of Pentacles. The sun is also fertility. It's birthing. It's like the Empress energy. It's so alive. It gives birth to life, and it nurtures life. It helps it grow, right? Nurtures nature. You got the sun. 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. Wow. The Chariot, movement forward. There's your movement forward. The King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Is there a King of Pentacles in your life? 5 of Cups. Okay, just a minute here. Ace of Wands. 9 of Cups. Satiation. Heart fulfilled. The Fool. 5 of Pentacles. The Empress. Speak of the Empress. The Queen of Wands. Page of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles again with the Knight of Cups. Wow, this is like a lovely energy reading. Okay, so what I got from Archangel Michael when I saw the 5 of Cups is that you have been in a situation where you'd been left disappointed in love, disappointed in life, whatever it is. But there's someone coming around the corner that's going to be able to point you in the right direction. Not that one, sorry. Where are we? Where's the King? Oh, this one here comes along and says, hey baby, you going my way. So anyways, Ace of Cups, love, happiness, just feeling healthy, feeling healed, loving life. Things are going well. You feel good, life feels well, your environment is in good shape. You're moving forward. And even though you might have been alone for a while or on your own for a while, even if you haven't been on your own, you've still been living your life the way you want to live your life, not the way someone else wants you to live your life. In other words, they may want to live their life through you, or they just want to keep you kind of under control, under thumb, right? Maybe not to the point where it becomes really toxic, but it's still like it could be restricting, limiting for you to be able to stretch your wings. Because possibly for a situation like, for example, you, let's say you are a woman and you're married to somebody in the military, or somebody who works at a job that keeps them living in places that are small. Like there's nothing wrong with small, okay? But if it's small and quite isolated, then it's small. And you can't really stretch your wings because if you've gone to school and you've got yourself a degree, let's say, like myself, I have a degree in counseling, right? A mental health counselor, licensed mental health counselor. Let's say I moved with my husband and they worked at a job that they can only work in small areas, small town areas, right? Locations. Well, the chances of me being able to do mental health work in a small area like that is slim to none. So I'll feel restricted. So if I'm not going to be a mental health counselor, I'd have to be doing, I would have to be doing something to keep my days busy, right? So that I don't go crazy, stir crazy, and feel like there's nothing here for me, and being very unhappy as a result. I would want to be doing some work of some kind, paid for work or voluntary work. Well, if you've got a degree, like myself or anyone else has got a degree, if you're trying to go to work, let's say at Kroger's as a grocery checkout person, they're not going to look at your resume. Well, they're going to look at it and they say, oh, okay, they're a licensed mental health counselor. Yeah, they've been going to school. Last time you worked at a job, anything remotely close to that, was a long time ago when you were a teenager or young 20s, right? Early 20s. Well, they're not going to take your resume seriously, because they're going to say, we're going to put time and effort into training you to become a checkout person, and you're going to get bored with it, and you're going to move on. You're going to quit, right? So because they see you as being an educated person, that you're going to end up just quitting and leaving them having to fill your position in the not so far future. So they don't want to look at your resume. They don't want to look at you. They just don't take you seriously. So really the only thing you've got left is to get involved with your church, like really quite involved with your church, women's groups, or if you're a man, man's groups, that kind of thing, or voluntary work. And that is like, that'd be fine. If you're good with that, you're not going to get paid, that'd be fine. But if you can't, in a small area, voluntary work may not keep you busy, really, very much. So anyways, it's just stuff like that you are making sure, like if you're with a military person, you're married to a military person, they move every 3 or 5 years or whatever, you're going to have to make new friends and find work wherever you're moving to. And they may live closer to a larger city center than someone else who works at a job that would take them to those small communities. But still, you're starting over and over and over and over again. But this is you're living independently. You're not feeling restricted. You are not limited by your resources, right? Your environmental resources, your community resources and stuff like that. You're doing well if you're with a partner. If you're not with a partner, of course you're on your own, right? And therefore you're still doing well. You might have a good job and all this sort of stuff, friends, and quite integrated into your community and stuff like that. A family nearby, whatever it is. So in any case, you're doing well. You've got this new beginning here, the Ace of Cups. Loving yourself enough to be able to share that love that you have, that respect you have for yourself and your own happiness, because the sun is all about warmth and happiness, right? Growth. That you are now on the road to sharing your love, sharing your light, healing others with it just by your presence. You might be someone who drives around for work. It might be a mobile nurse. Is that what they call them? Somebody who gets in their car and drives to the patient's houses and checks their vitals from there. A home nurse. So, or you might be a salesman or whatever it is that you do a lot of traveling. You could be doing that. But during your travels though, during your work, or just you getting out and about, because you're a type of person who doesn't sit still too much, you like to, when the sun comes up, you like to get yourself dressed, all done up, whether you're a man or a woman, done up, and out the door. Like, there's no time like the present. Just get out the door as soon as possible. Go start talking to people, visiting with people, going to work if you're working. Yeah, and in any case, you are going to be running into somebody who is going to be either helping you out in some financial way, or helping you out in some grounded, practical, 3D physical way that they have, because they're king. They have the authority, they have the know-how, they have the authority and the resources to be able to assist you in your job, assist you if you need somebody if you need a loan, or you need to get a cell phone, change your cell phone plans. You're going to be talking to somebody who's going to be able to assist you in some way. It could be, and it is not like or, it could be and or, that you're going to meet this person who you're also going to be attracted to. They're going to be attracted to you. It's going to put an end to those days for you. And the new is coming around. So because you're turning around and you're going to see it. You're going to see it, you're going to be all excited with this person's presence in your life, irregardless if it's romantic or not. You're going to be excited because they have what it takes, whatever it is that you need help with or you're seeking. Okay, so you're going to be excited enough anyways. You might not be really, yay, I'm getting a loan, this person's helping me get a loan, or yay, I'm changing my cell phone plan and this person's the one I'm talking to on the phone about doing this. It's not like you're going to start skipping through downtown, skipping downtown saying, oh, I just got a new cell phone plan. No, but it's going to be like to the point where you'll be happy you've improved your cell phone plan to the point where you're saving some money, getting extra minutes, all that sort of stuff. But it's a Ace of Wands. Again, it's an ace like this one. So it's another opportunity offered to you by the divine. You have free will to step on the path of passionate pursuits, feeling impassioned. And then the Nine of Cups, feeling like you are, things are going, you thought that things were going well with you here, and they are. But now you've got not only the Nine of Pentacles, you got the Nine of Cups here. Things are like doubly good. You're feeling like, there's no risk too high to take. There's no risk too risky to take. And you're just kind of looking out the window and seeing how far should I go? I'm gonna walk off the cliff or jump off the cliff. So how high should I jump? It's like you're not going to be left behind. This is not energy about you being left behind. This is energy about you seeing all that you have. Anything that has been of a mind-changing experience for you, or a mind-blowing experience, just some kind of changing your attitude about things and seeing how far you've come. See, you're looking out that window, you can see how far up you are. You are not left out. You might be outside looking in through the window, but you're looking in through the window by saying, you know what, nothing's keeping me down anymore. I'm not going to be kept down and out like this at all again, or at least not now. And I would say this person is a true soulmate to you, as opposed to being a karmic, because you're in the Pentacles energy and the Sun, not to speak, the Cup, the love, the Sun, 3 times the Sun, you moving forward, progress forward. Yeah, you are in such good energy. There's no way that you're going to be feeling like you're left out in the cold and down and out. There's no way. So that would be like a reverse. That would be like a reverse where you are taking the necessary steps, if that's changing your mind about something, or looking at your situation from a different perspective, in the sense that you're going to be changing this around so that you're not, like if it was like this, you'd be changing this around so that you're actually being benefiting and feeling like you're on top of the world, as opposed to feeling like you're left out and left behind and forgotten. When it's up this way, it's usually that way, being left out, forgotten, left behind, that you're out in the cold. In the reverse, to me, it's like it's the opposite. You don't see yourself being out in the cold. You see yourself being like right in the middle of all that is like ripe for you for the taking. The Empress, right? Empress energy, holy moly. I mean, this is pre-Empress energy, the Nine of Pentacles. Now you're in the Empress energy because you got so much sun, so much moving forward. And now you've got this great big love right here showing up in your energy, that you are becoming a mover and a shaker yourself. With the Queen of Wands, mover and shaker. She's the one who gets busy. She gets down and busy in whatever it is, and she becomes very, very attractive as a result to not just one suitor, many. So she's the Queen of Wands energy is someone who just doesn't sit still. She is getting up and taking care of business. You can't hold her down, and she's the life of the party, yes, but she's also somebody who doesn't let things, like if it was this way up, I could leave it this way because I don't see you in the energy when it's this way. So if she were in this energy, she'd be the one shaking and moving so that she turns this around, so that's in this energy instead. Page of Sword, putting out your feelers, another ace, and then this one here, you're putting out your feelers, receiving a response from this person here. You're going to be communicating with this person. You're going to keep up on communication. It's going to be a truth finding mission between the two of you. You're going to be living your truth. You're living your truth separately, but together you're going to continue to hold your sword high and making sure that the Ace of Pentacles, which was right here with the Ace of Diamonds on that card, it's all about, it's all about prosperity, moving forward, progressing, abundance, ideas, and giving life to new ideas, giving life to new things, new worlds, new energy. It's just like the Empress energy and the King of Pentacles. Like you have evolved to the point, Gemini, that you are sitting in an energy that, well, we come and go out of it all the time, but you're sitting in an energy, when you are sitting in it, you are like manifesting like crazy. Now the King of Pentacles, he manifests too. He's more like an energy, like physical energy manifester, whereas you're a manifester right from spirit all the way down the chain to the physical realm. You are bringing in all sorts of enlightenment, wisdom, right? All sorts of getting all sorts of hits of wisdom, nuggets of wisdom, right? That the Empress sits in, knowing things that others that have not evolved to that point know yet. So she has like the High Priestess in her, and the King of Pentacles, he's quite wise too, but he's more wise in the physical realm, although he, through the crown of his head, because they all wear crown of his head, he is enlightened to the point where he knows what going through that suit, the suit of the Pentacles, going from the Ace of Pentacles all the way up to the Page, the Knight, the Queen, the King energies. Now, this doesn't mean he was a woman and then a man, as a queen and a king. Those are just energies, right? So it doesn't have anything to do with gender. But he has gone all the way to the king. She or he has gone all the way to the king energy. And that's the highest you can go in a suit. Next step is the emperor energy for the kings. And so they are possibly a little bit younger than you are, just slightly, or they aren't, but they're a little less evolved. But you wouldn't be saying, oh, you're a little less evolved than me. You wouldn't be looking at it that way. You would just be saying, as long as they're evolved, as long as they know what this life is about. I mean, not that we know for sure what this life is about, but we get a good inkling that it's about being happy and living life as happily as possible, living life. And it takes us changing our mind about things and healing our ouches from the past in order for us to be able to be looking through the glasses, the lenses that say, abundance and prosperity, happiness, healing, and expansion. Happiness, healing, expansion. We don't expand in physical form unless we eat a lot, but we do expand energetically. So the more wiser we become, because we're healing more and more of our subconscious, and then possibly our conscious ouches that we're aware of that are been maybe limiting us, holding us back from before, to expand and grow and get into this kind of energy here of abundance. We need to heal those. We need to heal old wounds, childhood wounds, any wound, anything from childhood all the way up. Sometimes people, while they're healing childhood wounds in adulthood, they end up healing wounds that have been carried into this lifetime through your genetic energy. That from other lifetimes, right? Of other lessons that still needed to be learned. And so you were working on learning that in this lifetime. But I say, yay, way to go, Gemini. You are just like, this is a magnificent, very happy and energetic reading. I'm jealous actually, because it looks so good. You're doing so well. You've got this Knight of Cups person who just is like, he wants to offer his cup of love to you, not just his pentacle. So it could be somebody that you're working with to help you out with something, but you end up becoming more than just, work partners or friends. So it looks fabulous, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. And please like and subscribe if you haven't and it resonates with you. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.